Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
Enter, rejoice, and sit down. Good morning. Welcome to you. Welcome to you. Welcome to our Sunday service. Welcome to you if you're on Zoom, and welcome to you in the room. Happy spring equinox to you. I'm Roger Jones, and I'm happy to serve as one of the ministers here at UUSS, along with my co-minister, the Reverend Lucy Bunch, who is leading today's service, a service for all ages, entitled Life Lessons Learned from My Dog. Did you know that today, March 23, is National Puppy Day? Well, now you do. Today's worship associates are Jenni, Gouine, and Karen Sparrow. Terry Taylor did our altar, and Irina and Anthony are here to provide the music, and our AV staff to provide the AV and the Zoom connection. You can follow along with the order of service, and if you're with us online, there will be a link to it in the chat and, of course, on the website. Today, our congregation is happy to welcome the youth groups from two other congregations, the Sierra Foothills Unitarian Universalist from Auburn and the Mount Diablo UU Church from Walnut Creek. I'd like to invite the youth from those congregations and from our congregation to rise so we can see you. So please rise, youth. And then the adults that came with you. Stay up, stay up, stay up. And then the adults that came with you, that brought you, that got up early with you to get here, would you rise too so we can see you too? And they will gather after the service with youth from UUSS for snacks and conversation. Now I'd like to introduce you to a number of colleagues who lead religious education programs in our area. Marina McGregor, are you here, Marina? From Walnut Creek. And Janet Harris, are you here, Janet? Joan, sorry. Hi, Joan. And the Reverend Dr. Samantha Wilson, who serves our larger movement, the UUA, in our district. Now, if you're not one of those people, but you are still new to UUSS, we won't ask you to rise, but we would like to extend you a special welcome and invite you to fill out a newcomer's card at the welcome table after the service. Or if you're online, you can use the link that should be in the chat or on the website. Our weekly message will come to you on email or by email on Friday afternoon if you sign up, and you can find previous ones on the website. The blue sheet, who has a blue sheet? Very good. The blue sheet includes upcoming activities with a calendar for the coming week, and it's also online. Here are just a few highlights from the blue sheet. Today, after the service, our People of Color Caucus will be having its monthly meet and greet. and they invite any guests from other congregations or any brand newcomers to show up. And if you have been to one of our People of Color Caucus meet and greets, would you rise so people will know who you are? Christiana is right there in the back. Anybody else, so people can know whom to reach out to? Great. And so if you are a person of color or you identify of mixed racial background, please look for them in the welcome hall at a table. Also today will be our monthly series called Exploring Unitarian Universalism. It happens on the fourth Sunday of the month, and it starts at noon. Today I will be leading a talk about faith for Unitarian Universalists, and it will take place here in the sanctuary. Some things have moved around, and it will take place here at noon. If you are a newcomer who's been attending for a year or less, including you just showed up, you are invited to a gathering to meet the ministers and to help us meet you and get to know you better. And that will take place after the service next Sunday, the 30th of March at noon, over in the education building in the FAS classroom. Today, we hope you will stay after the service and join us for coffee and conversation and a few cookies on the patio. You can visit the connections table in the welcome hall. There will be Irish music, I think 4 or 5 musicians on the patio. If you're attending by Zoom, no Irish music, but if you hang around, you will be in a breakout room for 22 minutes so you can get acquainted with other people. This morning, all ages are together in this circle service. This is one of the ways that we embody being a community of all ages and all stages of life. In this country, having a shared experience as a whole family is a rare thing these days. So we are inviting parents and grandparents or other guardians and their children to sit together in the service. Of course, sometimes people can feel restless after sitting for a time, so if that's you, you're welcome to move. There's plenty of space to move around. If you would like to escort your family either to the patio where you can listen to the service or to the welcome hall where you can watch it on a screen, you're certainly welcome to do that. But remember that we will be inviting children to help with the collection of today's offering in a few minutes, and also everybody will be invited to participate in the ritual today. There will be a time of prayer today when we will all create silence together, and I will let you know when that is happening. If you can't hear well or you're distracted where you are, feel free to move. There's open seats in various places. Thank you for coming together with us to build community. Now, please check your cell phone so it's off or it's on silent mode, and the alarms are off so we can be more mindful in the service. And if a neighbor's device should go off, please offer to help them solve the problem. And while you turn your phones off, I'd like to invite Celia to make a brief announcement. In addition to the important role of being the owner of a dog named Ramses, she's also a co-chair of our Pledge Drive Committee.
Thank you. Hello, I am Celia Buckley, and alongside Andy Kramer, I am co-chairing this year's Crucial Pledge Drive. Our dedicated stewardship committee with Reverend Roger has set our theme as Embracing Community, Shaping the Future. Starting next Sunday, March 30th, and concluding on April 13th, we have just 2 weeks to secure 75% of UUSS's entire annual operating budget. This funding directly fuels our beloved community and vital programs. Your generous pledges will empower us to further uplift the salaries of our dedicated staff and 2 full-time ministers, and to welcome student ministry interns who will carry the UU message forward. Every contribution, whether from members who have signed our membership book or from our cherished friends of UUSS, strengthens our shared future. We implore everyone to make a financial pledge. Pledge easily online at uuss.org/pledge or by completing a paper form. And even if you've already set up automated giving, please complete a pledge form this year so we can accurately account for everyone's commitment. We are counting on your unwavering support. Thank you.
And now let us receive the music for centering.
Our chalice lighter this morning is Peyton from our Sister Mount Diablo congregation. Our chalice lighting reading comes from Florence Caplow. We light this chalice in honor of the animal realm, furred and hoofed, two-legged, four-legged, many-legged, fanged and clawed, gentle and fierce, wild and tame. May we remember that all animals are our relatives, worthy of our care and respect.
Next, we will light our candle of compassion and resistance, as we do every week in these times of disruption and anxiety, when cruelty is on display in this country. This flame is a reminder to us to bear witness to human decency, dignity, and freedom. By this light, let us remember that fear is outworked by hope, and that hatred is no match for the power of love. In the days to come, may this flame light our way forward with courage and with hope. Blessed be, and amen. We have a number of joys and concerns that have been conveyed to us, and if you have one to add for a future service, or you would like to let the ministers know of your joy or sorrow, or celebration or gratitude, you can find a link to it in the Friday weekly message, or you can contact us otherwise before Sunday. Ted Scott Feminella is home from the hospital, but he continues to have health challenges with his heart and his kidneys. His wife, Renee, wants us to know that she and Ted and the rest of the family appreciate our prayers and our healing energies. We continue to send our love to our members Dawn Hebner, Robin Howlett, Nancy Opershaw, and all the others who are healing, wishing you all strength and patience. Among us are many reasons for celebration and thankfulness. Tina Chiginsky Lawrence and Rocky Lawrence are sharing the joy of the marriage of Hillary and Brandon Garcia. Along with her siblings, Judy and Andy Chiginsky, Hillary grew up in this congregation. She and two of her bridal attendants, Alice and Shannon, met when they were in preschool in the nursery here at UUSS. Blessings to Hillary and Brandon. In the Christian tradition today, it's the third Sunday of the season of Lent, a time of reflection and patience. In the Islamic tradition, there is 1 week left in the holy month of Ramadan, a season of daytime fasting and recommitment. We extend our blessings to all who anticipate big celebrations in the near future. May the joys held by others around us give to all of us a reason for gratitude, and may we find gifts of simplicity and presence every day. Let us give thanks for the ordinary miracle of being alive on this earth. As I mentioned earlier, we will take some time to make silence together now, knowing that no group of human beings will be totally silent. But I do invite you to center yourself in your breathing, noticing the breath as it enters your body, and noticing the breath as you exhale. And as you continue breathing, notice where your body is making contact with the surfaces which hold you at this time. And as we prepare for a few moments of silence together, let us be reassured that we are surrounded by people of conscience and goodwill. And let us feel that we are held by the spirit of life and love. On this new day, let us be grateful for the gift of life and for all good gifts. Now let us take a few moments of silence for our personal prayers and private meditations. Blessed be.
We love our dogs. Dogs are more than just companions. They are our teachers. Humans really like to complicate things. We like to make the simple complex or even neurotic. Dogs can help us to remember what's important. Enjoying life, being present, taking time, showing affection and appreciation. Many, many lessons. It is thought that dogs and humans first started their relationships 10 to 15,000 years ago. I like to envision maybe the humans huddled around the fire and the the wolf coming to the edge of the circle, and that first time that a human and a dog said, maybe this could be good for both of us. A recent article in the Washington Post talked about how dogs are now evolving to actually be more attuned to humans and evolving to a more sedentary lifestyle. Of course, the Border Collies have not gotten that memo. My dog Luna is going to be on a slide right now that Abby's going to put up. There she is. She has taught me many things, but the most important is acceptance. Luna is an avid reader. I don't know how many books she has read in the almost 12 years that I have had her, but it's quite a few. Please don't send me your tips on how to keep her from eating my books. I have tried everything. The library now gives me a pass as long as I send them a picture of Luna eating the book. She will be 12 in May, slowing down, and I count on her to be my teacher for graceful aging. This morning, several folks are going to tell us about lessons they have learned from their dogs. We will celebrate dogs and have a chance to name those that we love and have made a difference in our lives. But I wanted to kick things off with this Mary Oliver poem. You can take down Luna. She's beautiful, but you can take her down. I want to share this Mary Oliver poem that I think captures both the innocence and the wisdoms of our beloved animal companions. In this poem, Mary Oliver imagines a conversation with her dog, Ricky. It's titled, "You Never Know Where a Conversation is Going to Go." Said Ricky to me one day, "Why don't you have a tail?" "Well, I just don't," I said. "Maybe once upon a time I had one, but not anymore." "What happened? Did you have an accident?" No, things change. Sometimes, over time." "You mean sometime I won't get my walk? I won't get my dinner? I won't get my hugs? That's scary." No. It takes a really long time. In fact, some things change over time and some don't. "Well, how do I know what's what?" "Day by day, Ricky, you find out. Has anything changed that troubles you?" "No, I like everything a lot every day." "Well, see, just keep on liking things and keep on praying." "I don't know anything about that." "Yes, you do. Every time you wake up and love your life and the world, you're praying, my dear boy. I am sure of it."
"10 years ago, last month, my beloved mother, Arlene, passed away at home in hospice care with my sister and I at her side. She was 67 and had spent her life coping with lupus. 10 years ago, this month, I started the journey of becoming a dog person. My canine journey began with a different death, the passing of Shiloh, a sassy, bossy rat terrier rescued by my boyfriend, later husband, Michael. Shiloh died, and then my mom died, and both Michael and I felt that a new dog would bring some much-needed brightness to our world. At Bradshaw Animal Shelter, we found a calm, intelligent German Shepherd Australian cattle dog mix, brought her home, and named her Shanti, a Sanskrit word that translates to peace in English. Shanti is the first dog that I've been responsible for as an adult, and I know that she sensed my hesitation and lack of leadership. I have to think that that is why she chose to chew or eat every single pair of my shoes. Every shoe. So Shanti and I did not hit it off right away. But my understanding of Shanti's emotional capacity deepened when I fell apart one night while watching the movie Wild. Wild is a biopic about a woman who loses her mom and decides to walk the Pacific Crest Trail to cope with her grief. It's a tearjerker, and I was sobbing. I mean, on the floor, heaving, saline everywhere, when I felt this slimy nose gently nudge me. It was Shanti, just sitting quietly next to me, being present. She didn't need or expect anything from me. She was just there, and it calmed me down. Shanti taught me that just being present with someone experiencing difficult emotions works. You don't even need to have a slimy nose. Just be present and calm, but leave their shoes alone.
You will see a picture of a rescue dog named Lily, now deceased, the responsibility for which I shared with Marilyn Reynolds. It was a dog sharing arrangement that the rescue organization required because they thought I needed some guidance. And I did. Like all dogs, Lily could not resist sniffing, though she was not as daring as those dogs who hang their heads out of the car window so they can smell the world go by. Canines have highly sophisticated senses of smell. Their noses are miraculous. They have dozens more smell receptors in there than we do, and a larger part of the brain devoted to the sense of smell than we have. Recently, I waited in a long line at the Sacramento airport before the usual encounters with the security agent who would check my ID and the others who would usher me through the x-ray machine. This time there was an added feature. A sheriff's deputy asked us to move down a wide area, 2 by 2. And as we did, another deputy led a German shepherd on a leash a few feet behind us, back and forth, sniffing the air. I don't know what it would have done if it had smelled explosives or drugs, but it received a treat in any case. For thousands of years, dogs trained for hunting have helped human beings track their prey. Nowadays, dogs can be trained to help with medical diagnostics. Two of my friends take their little dogs along the sidewalk for several blocks a couple times a day. Dogs dash, run a bit, then stop and sniff for a long time. My friends call the sniffing reading the news, noticing who and what has passed by a given spot. Often the dogs will then leave a comment on the news by squatting or lifting their legs. When a dog is paying attention so closely to its environment, it is an inspiration to us to be fully present. Nothing matters to a dog more than the moment that it's in. And then on a walk, with a nudge from its owner, the dog prances on to the next moment and the next smell, letting the earlier one pass away. Of course, for a dog, this is not a meditation practice. It is natural. The canine sense of smell has evolved as a tool for its survival. Yet scientific research on people who practice mindfulness meditation has demonstrated that there are health benefits to human beings for the simple practice of being present in the moment. In our busy, distracted lives, it is no longer normal for us to pause and notice what's going on in the moment with our senses. Yet those pet owners who make a habit of escorting their dogs down the sidewalk do have the occasion to notice their environment, to encounter the world with our own set of human senses. And even those of us who have no pets at all can still find a reminder in the behavior of dogs. We can stop and smell the roses, or listen to the wind. We can feel the earth under our feet, notice the temperature of the air on our skin, or behold the branches of a tree against a blue sky. Amen.
I'm Katie Edgren, this is Dennis, and we have a 14-month-old Abel and 4-month-old Weston. And this is part of our lesson in acceptance. When we first started raising puppies for Guide Dogs for the Blind, I thought I knew what to expect. I had raised my own kids with labs, so how different could it be? The answer, profoundly different. Raising a puppy to become a guide dog is a deeply rewarding but very humbling experience. The lesson I've learned above all, these dogs choose their own path. When we bring an 8 to 10-week-old puppy into our home, it's not just about teaching them basic commands or helping socialize them. We're laying the foundation for their future. For 15 to 18 months, we nurture them, expose them to different environments, and guide them to be calm, confident, and focused. We work hard to ensure they have a wide range of experiences, trips to the store, riding public transportation, encountering different sights, sounds, and smells, because their future as guide dogs requires them to be adaptable and well-rounded. But here's the surprising part. Despite all the training, the structured experiences, these dogs have a big say in their future. They have their own personalities, preferences, and drive. And even with similar training, some dogs show an innate desire to work harder than others, while others may simply decide that working's not their path.
It's fascinating and more than a little humbling to watch. We've known dogs who, despite showing great promise, end up not passing the formal training required to become service dogs. Some were dropped from the program not because they lacked skill, but because they didn't have the internal drive to be successful. Others, like our second puppy, Greenland, passed her assessment with flying colors, but chose a different path. She's now living her very best life with her adoptive family in San Francisco. It was a decision Greenland made, not one that was imposed on her. This experience taught us that these dogs are not machines or tools. Like us, they are individuals with unique personalities, intelligence, and energy. It's not about what we expect or what we hope for them. It's about letting them choose their path in their own time and their own way. Our job is not to impose our desires, but to nurture them. Give them the freedom to find their own journey. Whether they become a guide dog, a breeder, or just a loving companion, their essence stays with us. Each one has a special place in our hearts. Raising service dogs has taught me that control is really an illusion. It's about creating the right environment, offering guidance, and then stepping back. The most important thing we can do is support them in becoming who they are meant to be without forcing them to fit into a mold.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Oh, you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got troubles, I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, we can see it through. Oh, you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too, maybe. But none of them will ever love you the way I do. Just me and you, bud. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny, 'cause you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me.
I hope you recognize some of those dogs, because those were the photos that you folks sent in. Many of us understand that the death of a pet can be as sorrowful as that of a human. We grieve deeply for our animal companions and feel the loss of their presence in our lives. Mary Oliver does a beautiful job of expressing this in her poem, Her Grave. She would come back dripping thick water from the green bog. She would fall at my feet. She would draw the black skin from her gums in a hideous and wonderful smile. And I would rub my hands over her pricked ears and her cunning elbows. I would hug the barrel of her body, amazed at the unassuming, perfect arc of her neck. It took 4 of us to carry her into the woods. We did not think of music, but anyway, it began to rain slowly. Her wolfish, invitational half-pounce, her great and lordly satisfaction at having chased something. My great and lordly satisfaction at her splash of happiness as she barged through the pitch pines, swiping my face with her wild, slightly mossy tongue. Does the hummingbird think he himself invented his crimson throat? He is wiser than that, I think. A dog lives 15 years, if you're lucky. Do the cranes crying out in the high clouds think it's all their own music? A dog comes to you and lives with you in your own house, but you do not therefore own her as you do not own the rain or the trees or the laws which pertain to them. Does the bear wandering in the autumn up the side of the hill think all by herself she has imagined the refuge and the refreshment of her long slumber? A dog can never tell you what she knows from the smell of the world, but you know, watching her, that you know almost nothing. Does the water snake with his backbone of diamonds think the black tunnel on the bank of the pond is a palace of his own making? She roved ahead of me through the fields, yet would come back or wait for me or be somewhere. Now she is buried under the pines. Nor will I argue it or pray for anything but modesty and not to be angry. Through the trees, there is the sound of the wind, the smell of the pine needles. What is it but a taste of the infallible energies? How strong was her dark body? How apt her grave place? How beautiful is her unshakable sleep? Finally, the slick mountains of love break over us. In this next moment, I encourage you to speak aloud into our shared space the names of the beloved pets who have shared their lives with you but are no longer living. Let us begin. May their memory live on in our hearts.
As they have done and they do, our dogs offer us comfort. Let's now sing Comfort Me. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Sing. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, oh my soul. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, oh my soul. Speak for me. Speak for me, speak for me, speak for me, oh my soul. Speak for me, speak for me, speak for me, oh my soul. Dance with me. Dance with me, dance with me, dance with me, oh my soul. Dance with me, dance with me, dance with me, oh my soul. Comfort. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul.
This congregation's mission statement says, "We come together to deepen our lives and be a force for healing in the world." One of the ways we do this is by giving away half of every Sunday's offering to a local organization. Our community partner for the month of March is the Wellspring Women's Center. Wellspring's mission is to provide an environment where low-income women and their children can reduce isolation, recognize their inherent worth, and build self-esteem. Housed in the Oak Park Firehouse, Wellspring's Drop-In Center is a trusted community gathering place offering nutritious meals to nearly 200 people every day. Volunteers and staff provide free case management, counseling, art therapy, enrichment workshops, and safety net services. Guests are diverse in age, personal background, and ethnicity. Minimal government funding helps Wellspring avoid restrictions on who it serves while enabling a quick response. Wellspring relies on generous donations from the community to provide hospitality, respect, and crucial support services. We are grateful for your generous support of UUSS and our community partner. If there are any youth who would like to assist with the offering, now is the time to join our ushers in the back. And this morning's offering will now be given and received. As our ushers come forward, please join me in saying our unison words. May generosity bless our world, and may gratitude nourish our spirits.
When I first saw her at the shelter, she was sad and depressed. They told me she was about 8 years old and had been astray. She wouldn't really acknowledge me, but when I got her outside to the yard, she came alive. She raced around the yard and then back to me to give me a hug and a big smile. That energetic and loving dog has been with me for 9 years now. Whatever her exact age is, she's old. Bella is a 40-pound Queensland Heeler mix. She has the personality of a cattle dog. Around me, she's part bodyguard and part jealous lover. While she was reportedly a stray, I'm almost certain that she had been abandoned. A cattle dog does not stray from its responsibilities. She follows me around the house, up and down 2 flights of stairs, more slowly now, given her age and her arthritis, but she always does. She positions herself between me and the doorway so that she can protect me. She fulfills her responsibilities with joy and determination. Sometimes, like when she has to ride on my kayak, as pictured here, it's a little more determination than joy. Although she hates the water, she dislikes being left behind on shore even more. I sometimes wonder about her previous life and how someone could abandon such a fine dog. Maybe it's just me projecting my emotions onto my dog, but I feel like she expresses her appreciation for her life to me each day. And in turn, I appreciate her faithful and loving presence in my life. In her old age, each additional week is a miracle for which I am grateful.
I have a long history of various dog companions. After moving into Arden Park in 1958, my parents got us our first dog. Pansy was so tolerant of 2 rambunctious 6- and 7-year-old children. After high school graduation, I moved out and got my own puppy, a German Shepherd named Gypsy. Several years later, a girlfriend gifted me with a puppy I hadn't asked for, a Saint Bernard. A few years later, I chose a yellow lab pup named Chelsea. But meeting Marion over 40 years ago introduced me to the Australian Shepherd. Together, Marion and I have shared over 7 Australian Shepherds. Aussies are very smart dogs, but quite strong-willed with high drive. There's a reason they're rarely used as service dogs. Aussies are food motivated and can be voracious eaters. As our veterinarian once told us, Aussies think whatever food there is may be the last food they ever get. Our current model is Ramses, and he is the highest driven Aussie we have ever owned. But Ramses has a remarkable skill that I admire. When we are preparing his meals, he simply lays down. Without instruction, he lays down. No whining or drooling or pacing, he calmly waits. Where does he get that patience? That all good things come to those who wait? I am rarely patient while waiting for food. I am eager to eat, and food cannot come quickly enough. So my dog teaches me about patience. Actually, I'm rarely patient in most areas of my life. Worrying, fretting, and hurrying are not action verbs. And impatience has no impact on the outcome. So what are the rewards of patience? Trust in the future and acceptance of the moment. My dog teaches me that patience is the foundation of serenity.
Our pug Bristow is probably the most memorable of all the pets Michael and I have ever had. After seeing him advertised in a Craigslist ad, I tricked Michael into driving to see him, promising that we would only look, not buy. But he was so enthusiastic, we drove home with him that night. Bristow was one of the most entertaining dogs I have ever known. He had such gravitas, as you can see. The wrinkles in his face showed so much concern for whatever you were eating. And the best part about Bristow was always how excited he was to see whoever was literally right in front of him. And it could be anyone, literally anyone he saw. He loved Michael and me, but he loved our neighbors, cars driving by, cats, friends and family, Mormon missionaries, and carpet salespeople. His curly tail would wag, and he would shove his wrinkly face up close to say hi. One of the many nicknames that we had for Bristow was the DFP, which stands for the Determined Fat Pug, because he would constantly find ways to escape the house and go on walkabouts. He never meant to wander away, we think, but he would inevitably meet his new best friend, and he would follow them home, especially when he could smell that they had food. My faith in humanity was affirmed over and over again based on the number of times that complete strangers returned our silly dog to us, sometimes at the expense of their own time and money. And every time he came home, Bristow was overjoyed to see us. Again. Was it incredibly sweet? Yes. Did we also know that we were just two more people in a long list of others that he had also been overjoyed to meet that day? Yes. But his excitement for friends and family every day still, 6 years after his passing, makes me laugh. And I resolve to be a little more like the DFP with my own family and friends.
So we've heard lots of wonderful stories this morning about the life lessons we've learned from our dogs. Perhaps these stories have touched your heart, made you smile, or reminded you of what you have learned from your own pet. So let's come together now and name all the animals who have made a difference in our lives. We focused on dogs today, but many of you have other animal companions who have made a difference. All are welcome this morning. On either side of the sanctuary are two beautiful boards ready to receive your tribute. When I give the signal, please come forward and write the name of your beloved animal companion on the boards. You may write as many names as you like, or until somebody bumps you out of the way, and together we will create a mural of love representing all the animals who have touched our lives. So we're going to ask you to make 2 lines starting from the back of the sanctuary, coming up to the boards. Take a pen, write your name. There's room for 3 people lined up on each board to write. And then return your pen and return to your seat on the center aisle. And Irina will serenade us with wonderful dog music as we come on up to our boards and write the name of our pets. Let us begin. well. Woof. Well, friends, my first mistake was telling you you could write as many pet names as you wanted. But my first ever, yes, that's right, Matt. But at the same time, look at how blessed we are. All these animal lives that we have learned from, who have taught us. Let us hold on to those blessings. Let's remember to take the love that they give us and share it with those in need of love in this hurting world. Blessed be.
Our companions who support us sometimes are there to just listen, as we've said, and be there with us. They can lean on us, and we can lean on them. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Oh, Lord, we don't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, oh, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me, lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on.
Please join me in speaking the words on the slide as we prepare to extinguish the chalice. Flame, as we bring the light, love, and forgiveness of this gathering into the days to come.
Now reach out. Reach out your paws. Those at home, reach out your paws to each other, to those at home, to our world, to the beloved animal companions who have made such a difference in our life. And repeat after me. May faith in the spirit of life, hope for the community of earth, love of the sacred in ourselves and one another, in ourselves, be ours now and in all the days to come. Blessed be.